I'm going to do it from this angle, so you're the front. You're going to pull your left hand behind your neck, and your right hand is going to raise straight up above your head. So make sure your left hand is right behind your neck, and your right hand is straight extended above your head. So it's making this angle, like this. Now, I'm going to do it and pretend that you're my left side. So this is the front. I'm going to do my cone, push it out. I'm going to turn my body, and I'm going to pull my arms up. Let me get closer so you can see what my arms do. You're my left side, remember? Pulling my arms up. Now, I advise that you go over those motions before you start trying to toss it. So, you're standing, you're facing the front. You're going to push your flag out in a cone, turn your body, and pull your arms up. Now pretend you're my left side. This is the front. You're going to do a cone. You're going to turn your body, and you're going to lift your arms up. It's almost like you're fist pumping the air. You're going to pull your left hand behind your head and your right hand up. Straight up. Alright. So, all of that should be one fluid motion. You shouldn't stop and you shouldn't hesitate. You shouldn't break at any point. It should be one fluid thing. So you're my front. You're going to do your cone and smooth transition. So practice that several times with your flag. Do your cone, turn your body while you're doing the cone, and then smooth transition up into your unicorn horn. Cone, up. Pretend that you're my left side. This is the front. Cone, up. Cone, up. You keep your hands in the same position the whole time. They should always be at tab and bottom cheater, and your thumbs should always be pointed towards the bottom stopper in this position. They don't move from this position. Okay, so after you get the fluid motion down, I want you to do it with your hands and don't use the flag. So just practice doing the fluid motion and get this into muscle memory. You may feel silly. This is my front, you're my left, but you're going to release the 45 at that left side. So that awkward thing I've been doing with the turning, that's where you're going to release it. So like when I'm doing it facing you, you're my front, I'm turning to my left to release it. When I'm turned this way, this is my front, you're my left, I'm showing you my release point. Alright, once you get the fluidity of that down, we're going to practice releasing it. So I'm going to now just stand and pretend this is my front and you're my left. You're in your right slam. You do your cone. You come up. From here, I'm going to turn so you can see what my hands do. Pretend that this is my left now and you're my back. So I did my cone, and I'm turning. Once you get to this position, in order to release, you're going to push your left hand this way, so the flag is going to move like that, and you're going to push your right hand this way, like that. So you're pushing it at an angle. You're not pushing it up or down, you're not pushing it perfectly sideways, you're pushing the flag at an angle. Like this. So we can play around and do that a little bit if you need to. Your hands, when you're in this unicorn horn, right? Your left palm is facing the right, and your right palm is facing the left. So you're going to slap your hands like that. Like that. Alright, so what I advise is that you practice doing that motion with your hands. Like I said, commit it to muscle memory. And then you're going to practice pushing it and letting it go. So do your cone, get it up to this angle, and practice just pushing it. Just practice doing a little push, let it land on your left side. So you'll be facing the front, you'll do your cone, you'll turn to the left, you'll push it, and it'll land to the back, but on your left side. Keep doing that a couple times. Just practice pushing it like it's a pizza. This toss is a lot closer to being a helicopter than it is to being like a normal toss. So a helicopter, you toss like a pizza, right? It spins above your head like this. And a normal toss spins like a windmill, right? It's like that. A 45 is kind of in between, but you push it like a helicopter toss. So, once you get all those motions down and you feel pretty comfortable with that, I want you to practice getting it into a fluid motion. So don't stop, don't do the cone, stop, turn your body, come up here, stop, and then push it. It needs to be one thing. So, cone, turn, up, release. Nice and smooth. Work on doing that, because if you hesitate, then you think about it. Don't think about it, just do it. Alright, so you got the basics of the 45. You feel good about your muscle memory and everything. Now we're actually going to do the 45. What I just taught you with a little flick was just like half of a 45. It goes around another time. And to do that, all you have to do is flick your wrist, push your wrist a whole lot harder. So just like, woo! And when you do it, you want to make sure that you extend this right hand and you push your hands in a way that the flag goes up and not out. And I promise you, if you bring your hands in this position, you're not going to whack yourself. It'll rotate at a 45-degree angle above your head, like a crooked halo, and you won't have to worry about it hitting you. You might hit yourself. I'm not going to lie, I've hit myself. But you'll learn how to like move your hands to the right spot so that it won't. So, we're going to pretend that you're my back and this is my front. And I'm going to show you how to flick it to get it all the way around once the wind stops. Okay. So you're going to do your cone, up. Now notice how I went straight from that cone into that toss. And the reason that it was kind of awkward was because I hesitated. So what you need to do is not hesitate. As soon as you start that cone, the cone is part of the toss. So you're using that cone to get that circle motion so it'll get above your head. Circle, another circle, woo! And you're gonna catch it at this up angle on your left hip, and both thumbs should be facing towards the silk in about the same position they were before. So tab and bottom cheater. The way I think of it is just practice those hand motions. Practice, like I said, you're pushing it like this. You're pushing it like you're slapping a really tall friend kind of standing right in front of you. Like you're slapping them on the cheek, and you're slapping a really short friend that's like all up on your back. You're like, ugh. Or you're slapping your neck. That's what we say. We say that when you do your flag, that you're slapping your neck. Because that's what you're going to do. When you release it from your hands, your left hand is going to kind of almost hit your neck. And if you want to practice doing that, you totally can. So when you release it with your left hand, slap your neck, let it rotate one time around, and then you'll catch it.